Hi, welcome to Let's Ask. Let's Ask is a place where you get to ask your question and receive a Bible answer. If there is something that's puzzling you, maybe it's about health, maybe it's about the Bible, maybe it's about just about anything in your life. The Bible has an answer. I believe God has an answer in His Word, outlining principles that affect every area of our lives. Submit your questions and you may have them answered on Let's Ask. Today on Let's Ask, we are so happy to have Charles with us. Charles is from Care Better Health. Care Better Health. Go to Facebook and check out Care Better Health, and you will find things there that will help you to care better for your health. Now, Charles, you're in the hot seat. Question for you today is, does God care about what we eat?
All right. Let me say thank you for that introduction, Sister Faye. And yes, God does care what we eat. If you go to 1 Corinthians 10:31, it makes it very clear. So whether you eat or drink or whatever you do it all for the glory of God. Eating and actually enjoying food is not a sinful act. It should glorify Him. Jesus Himself tells us that He is the bread of life. There are certainly verses in the Bible that encourages you to eat your vegetables for good health. But there are also verses talking about the sweet decadence of honey. There's a balance there to be found, but one thing is certainly true. Food is a gift to us, a tangible expression of His love. Go eat your bread with joy and drink your wine, and this is referring to grape juice, with a merry heart, for God has already approved what you do. Ecclesiastes 9:7. How to glorify God in your eating. Making food choices that glorify God is much more about relationship with Him and others than it is about the food itself. Health boundaries. Just like in every other relationship in our lives, it is important to lay down healthy boundaries with food. You can eat too much of anything, whether it is French fries or carrot sticks. Gluttony is just as much of a sin as drunkenness, but not one that is talked about nearly as often. Proverbs 23:2, and put a knife to thy throat if thou be a man given to appetite. It's not about how much you weigh, and it's not a punishment that chocolate has more calories than celery. Those boundaries are there for our good. The fact is, too much food harms our bodies. Like it or not, food affects your energy, your emotion, and your stress levels. What we eat and how much matters. You were created with a purpose, and it sure is difficult to live that out when you have no energy or stamina. It's about treating your body, your unique gift from God, with care and respect. No, it's not easy. Yes, it takes self-control, but finding those boundaries is life-changing. On the earth, with the declaration of the gospel, He had indeed succeeded in slowing down some people of God, and others are still struggling to come out of this trap with food today. Life can be a blessing for us to enjoy, and it can also become a curse to be endured based on our choices of food. The bottom line is that if the devil can't get you to sin against God with sexual sin, materialism, or financial temptations, he will use the same old weapon that he had used successfully against Adam and Eve in his attempt to stop you from fulfilling the call of God over your life. One thing is certain, that we can prolong the number of our days on the earth if we can make a strong and quality decision to stay away from many of the delicacies of the world around us. We live in a world that is polluted with all kinds of food that can do serious harm to our physical bodies. Food can restore you back to good health, but it can also make you weak and sick. So we're supposed to be around food, but his word, spiritual food, with the aim of fulfilling our joy. You can look this up in Matthew 4:4. Jesus warned us about carousing in connection with the end times when he said, be careful that you never allow your hearts to grow cold. Be careful that you are not caught off guard, or your hearts will be weighed down with carousing, drunkenness, and the worries of this life, and that day will come upon you suddenly like a trap. Don't let me come and find you drunk or living carelessly like everyone else. These are the very words of Jesus about the unhealthy attitude of certain Christians toward food in the end time. The devil uses carousing foods and drinks to kill the fire of God in the heart of such Christians. This is what he is still doing today. If you are not focused on taking the gospel of Jesus Christ to the end of the earth, you are probably living carelessly like everyone else in the unsaved world. You are not different from the mass-minded people. The fire of God is dwindling in your life. Many of these mass-minded people are Christians who are constantly compromising their faith to satisfy the demands of the world around them. Many of them are sick and dying because of their bad eating habits, but they don't really care. They do like the food that is making them sick and killing them because their mass mind is telling them that it's okay. Before a sickness takes hold of the body, the enemy will first attack the mind by making you ignore the initial symptoms of the sickness. He does not want you to be paying attention to the initial symptoms of the disease that is caused by bad eating and drinking habits. That's why it's important not to be giving room to the devil in our thoughts. Ephesians 4:27. When you choose to eat healthy, you are working with the Lord to give you long life. God will never deliver you from eating food, but he will help you in abstaining from unhealthy food habits. He, however, needs your cooperation with him on this. He wants you to live long on the earth with the declaration of the gospel of Jesus Christ. Are you prepared to work with him on this? You need healthy food for the healing of your body and for the restoration of your good health. Before sin entered the world, God gave man a diet to sustain and nourish his body. Genesis 1:29 tells us, and God said, behold, I have given you every herb-bearing seed which is upon the face of all the earth, and every tree in which is the fruit of the tree yielding seed. To you it shall be for meat. But eating unhealthy foods will kill you slowly and undetected too. It can also be a huge hindrance to the healing process of your body. Jesus wants to heal you from sickness, but you must be resolute about making the changes in your diet. What this comes down to for us as Christians is food diet management. You need the Spirit of God and you and your renewed mind to be working together. Jesus told the devil in response to temptation, Matthew 4:4, it is written, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeds from the mouth of God. Be safe, protect your spirit, live healthy, stay strong by keeping your body active daily. Remember that Jesus suffered and died for you to be healed and healthy in the body, serving him on the earth to spread his glory. 1 John 3:8. He that committeth sin is of the devil, for the devil sinned from the beginning. For this purpose the Son of God was manifested that he might destroy the works of the devil. Amen.
All right, thank you so much, Charles, for sharing that God does, in fact, care about what we eat. As you mentioned the text before that says, whether we eat, drink, or whatever we do, we should do all to the glory of God. Thank you, viewers, for watching. If you have a question, please submit them to www.exposingministry.com. And remember, like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when a new Let's Ask is available. Let's ask your question. If you want one-on-one Bible study, that's also available. If you're interested in a one-on-one Bible study on any topic, you can also request it at that website. Also, feel free to check out the Facebook for Care Better Health. Thank you, Charles. God bless you, and God bless you, viewers. Have a wonderful day.